All right, we're broadcasting live.
What's up?
Scoping live.
Scoping. It's my first scope.
The lighting in here is making you look like you're like an alien or something.
Well, that's okay.
Let's move this way just a little bit.
That's probably going to be good.
You look amazing, though.
All right.
You look amazing. Come right over here, though, because I think it's going to look, you look like a, there we go. Oh, go back.
Go ahead.
Right there, I think, is your lighting.
This is me. This is my best lighting.
Come back this way just to here. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
The people at home know. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please meet Kelly Presson.
Hello, everybody.
Kids pastor extraordinaire.
I don't know about all that.
BGMC director for
BGMC.
the Michigan District.
Right.
And so I wanted to talk to you about building a dream team.
Sure.
Kelly's children's pastor now, but has served as a youth pastor. And one of the things that I think everybody watching, every youth pastor, every children's pastor watching, one of the things we all relate to in ministry is team.
Wow.
How do you recruit a team? How do you keep them happy? How do you keep them moving in the right direction? How do you settle disputes? How do you...
Wow. There's a lot to be said there.
I know, it's crazy.
And there are thousands of books written. So,
there are.
There's so many different things. But I think for me, I build a team through relationship.
Yeah.
You know, when I first came here, the pastor knew my background information. He knew that I was a team builder. And he began to ask me questions. I said, it's going to take a while because you have to have a relationship. And I think the Lord, as leaders, He'll give us what we need to actually be able to spot people. That's why we can't just be in our rooms. We can't just be sitting with the kids or the young people, but we need to have someone else close our service at times so we can get out in the hallway. That's where the greatest pool of volunteers are. We need to go to things such as newcomers events. If we have something for people who want to join the church, drop in and see who's there. I tell you, for me personally, I can spot someone that I think will be good, and I try to do what Jesus did. I go straight to them. And I say, hey, who are you? And this is who I am. And what are you doing around the church? And you know what? I want to talk to you about something. How would you feel about this or that? I try to give them something specific, give them a little vision about children's ministry or youth ministry. I think recruiting them one-on-one individually is the very best. One of the things that I do that I would recommend highly, as a children's pastor, I have about 90 volunteers every week. And life happens. People come, they go. You guys know how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of my desk, I have some dry erase boards. They're actually glass, so they look pretty sweet. But I have every month of the year right in front of my desk, and my goal is to recruit at least 2 new people for that wall every single month. Because if I don't, I'm going to be shorthanded. I'm just going to be shorthanded. And the way you do that is you got to get out with the people. I see that I've just got one up for this month of October. I only have one name on that list. Fall Festival's coming up. I'm very, very busy. I recruited someone last night, so I have 2 on that board, but it came individually. The person smiled on their face. They said yes. That made my day.
So do you put names on that board?
I put names on the board.
Of the individual you're going to approach?
Not necessarily who I'm going to approach, but I have to have at least 2 names. That's people I've recruited for that month.
Got it.
Yeah, and I put them up there.
That's the goal.
It's a constant reminder that a month is coming to the end, and I haven't recruited. I haven't found someone that needs to be involved.
And so let's hear your elevator pitch. I know you said you went to them and you talked about this or that, but give me like a specific elevator pitch for Fall Fest. You noticed me. You're like, man, Josh needs to get on board with Fall Fest.
Okay, yeah, that's
and
good.
you don't know me very well, but you've seen me around church. You know that I'm, you know I can basically be trusted.
Sure.
And so
you don't look like an axe murderer or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
maybe I'm already a church approved leader. You know, so I'm safe for kids to work with youth or children.
Right.
So what's your elevator pitch to me?
I'm glad you said that because it's different for every circumstance.
Right.
But for the Fall Festival, I did this just last night. I went to someone and said, hey, you know what? I need 3 more couples to run a table. And I know you're a fun person. I know your personality. I see you. You're a fun person. I need you. What are you doing Sunday night? What are you doing? And they're like, well, I'm not doing anything. Listen, I have the sheet in my hand. This is what I need from you. You think you can handle that? You think
and it's
you
a
can do
real
this?
clear job
It's
description?
very clear. It just tells them what the things I need
so
them to do.
So they know what they're getting
step
into.
By step. And they're like, yes. I got 4 new couples signed up Wednesday night at the end of service. Did exactly what I told you about. I didn't close the service down. I had someone else do it. And I went out in the hallways and I just started recruiting people that I knew would be good.
And one of the things I noticed about what you just described is that you had it in your hand.
I did.
You were showing them exactly what's to be expected.
No guesswork.
Exactly what their commitment is. And I would even throw this in there. When you tell people what time they get there and what time they can leave.
It was on the sheet.
It was on the sheet. Perfect. So you're one step ahead of the game.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I think that works for children's or youth.
It does.
I think it's
works
so
for
good.
anybody. Works for anybody.
Anybody that's building a team.
That personal contact. As much as I would love to have it happen a different way, personal is the way that it happens.
Love it. Well, hey, before we go, let's just look around your room here real quick.
Okay. We just redid it.
Just redid it. I know, and it looks amazing. Because of the lighting in here, it's going to be difficult to see. I think if I walk back here, we might even be able to see.
And it's not all lit up. These light up with different colors, and they'll switch and make different colors. And of course, the video wall, it's not all on.
It's really cool. I love this trussing. This trussing goes in a I started to call it a figure 8, but it's not a figure 8 at all.
It's kind of a serpentine or something like that.
It's like a big, I don't know. It just goes around the whole room, and he's got his different colored lighting. Those are LED lights for anybody interested, if you're a tech type person. The LED lights are significantly cheaper now than they used to be. And these are specifically, I think these are called dumb LEDs. Not the brand, but the reason they're dumb is because they don't move. I mean, you can manipulate them to move. Oh, and you got some intelligent ones. Okay, so you've got the intelligent LEDs. This is a quick tech lesson for anybody interested. You've got the intelligent LEDs, which they have a little motor on them and they move around, and you can remotely control those. And then the dumb LEDs, you just position and point where you want them.
Correct.
Good stuff. I like the carpet in here too.
It's pretty sweet.
It's really fun. And this is the kind that it comes in squares.
Yes.
So if you stain, that one, you can just pop it out and put a new one in.
Correct.
And on the walls, these are cool.
Sound baffles.
Oh. Now, how did you have these printed?
These actually came from the company that we hired. They produce these in-house.
Okay.
And they're not cheap.
I don't know if you can see that very well.
Believe me, they are not cheap.
Well, because they're acoustic panels.
Correct.
And you got great acoustics in here. All right, well, that's it. I'm in Midland, Christian Celebration Center. Pastor Kelly, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Hey, for those, give me a follow, give me a like if this is something that is helpful for you. Swipe left, swipe right, whatever works on your device. But the thing that I want to draw your attention to is that, not draw your attention to, but the thing I want to announce, in probably the next hour and a half, I'm meeting with Pastor Keith Grable, who is the author of a book called 7 Times. It's probably the single best resource for not just setting people free from pornography addiction, but keeping students free. Those who you'd say, well, that's not an issue with my child or not an issue with my students. That works really well for keeping them free, and that's how we want to keep them. So I'm going to interview Keith here in a little bit, and you're going to hear about that resource that's coming up soon on Periscope.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.